Can you believe it's September already? And if you have followed me with other readings, you'll know that every month I follow the Native American tradition of naming the moon. And this is called the harvest moon. It occurs closest to the autumn equinox. So under this moon, first of all, the full moon, the new moon, it's a time of celebration. If you align it with the Bible, it was a festive time, a time where they're celebrated with family members, and there was gratitude. It was a time of reflection, a bountiful time, a harvest that promised survival throughout the winter. Yes, can you be blessed with a bountiful harvest, ensuring your survival throughout the winter? Absolutely, that's what the harvest moon does. It agriculturally allowed the Indians to practice the harvesting of crops before the harsh winter. So it was a timer. September is a month that alerted the Indians to the fact that winter was approaching and it was time to harvest as much as they could. Also, it was a time when the moon provided extra light. It was prolonged. It was even brighter, some say. And this allowed them to work later into the night. There is alignment also with the autumn equinox. The autumn equinox marks the end of the summer and the beginning of fall. Spiritually, the harvest moon signifies abundance and gratitude. The harvest moon symbolizes a time to celebrate and give thanks for the abundance coming from the earth, coming from the fruits of our labor, whether literal in terms of crops or personal in terms of our accomplishments, the seeds that we planted, what has been harvested to date. It's a question that Spirit is asking because it marks completion. One cycle, one season is closing, prompting reflection on the past efforts. Did it produce a high yield or no yield at all? If it produced no yield at all, then it's time to let go. The energy of the harvest moon encourages a mindful release, intentionally letting go of what no longer serves you. That's the only thing that allows for personal growth. That's the only thing that allows us to embrace the future and new possibilities. Spirit wants us to focus right now. Close your eyes and be present. And remain grounded and appreciate what you have at this present moment. Everything that you've been blessed with that you do have, recognize it and appreciate it at this present moment. This is also a time for a spiritual harvest. The harvest moon is a time to consider our spiritual harvest. What have you been cultivating over the past 3 quarters? What resources are you bringing into the last quarter of the year, which sets the stage for 2026? Spirit wants us to be aware that harvest is both drawing in and letting go. We collect good fruits and vegetables, and at the same time we have to weed out the weeds in our gardens. This means dropping old habits, old plans, coming up with new plans, changing our behaviors and our patterns, especially those that are shadow energy and they're not working for us anymore. It's time to clear the way, create space, bring clarity, bring light, because there is a new energy coming. The harvest moon allows us to take some time out to see where you are in your life. What is the state of your work? What is the state of your important projects? And what is the state, of course, of your relationships? From this place of contemplation, we can consider where we'd like to put our attention and energy as we move forward. It's very important that we get in alignment. Astrologically, a lot is happening. Let me have some water here. September 2025, 2 eclipses. One in Pisces, it's a lunar eclipse on the 7th, and one in Virgo, it's a solar eclipse on the 21st. Eclipses bring themes of release and new beginnings, right? But because they're in Virgo, a lot of Virgo energy in September. It's a Virgo birthday season, first of all. But these eclipses and this new moon make it very intensely related to health and service. You could find yourself, whether you're Virgo or not, or you have Virgo in your placements, focusing on your health, on your lifestyle, and changes that you want to make. And daily routines, how you need to change some of your patterns, Moody, bring about self-improvement. Virgo's all about practical and being organized. That's that cleaning out, preparing space. If you feel that, it's a good time to do it. Always a time for self-improvement. Health is your mental state, caring for you, doing what's right for you, loving you, your Ace of Cups. Yes, simplifying your life. Spirit says, whew, so much is going on with Pisces and Virgo. On the first, Saturn retrogrades. Saturn is retrograde. I think 4 planets are still retrograde. A lot of retrograde energy impacting us. So much energy impacts us, but Pisces is prominent, and Virgo helps us to communicate about anything that we have to be precise and analytical about. Our communication improves. It's a great time to focus on some detailed work. If you're writing a book or something a plan has to be devised, good time to do those things. September 18th, Mercury leaves Virgo and enters on the 19th, Venus. On the 21st is the solar eclipse in Virgo, and that coincides with the new moon in Virgo. A lot of Virgo energy just to help you be practical and organized. And I think you're going to take full advantage of that spiritually. Spirit says September brings a lot of potential as well as revelations, providing spiritual growth. A lot of endings could be in multiple areas, even if it's one important area. And once that ending occurs, there's a focus on new beginnings from a practical standpoint, from practical matters down to earth, being grounded with this Virgo earth energy. What's important is balance in action with these eclipses. To remain balanced, but to continue to move forward. Spirit says the latter part of the month balances where you need to be introspective with the Hermit energy, but you also need to encourage both harmony while taking decisive action. All right.